our civil society, all the nations around the world are pushed to their limits. However, brothers and sisters, when I think of our blessed families around the world, when I think of brothers and sisters around the world, we have been trained to undergo this kind of challenges in our life because we know that we are not just here on this earth to exist on this earth, but we are here to fulfill a very important role for restoration. So I would like to share with you this Sunday a message entitled Journeying in Joy in Our Life of Faith. Journeying in Joy in Our Life of Faith. Let me start first with a story. It was very dark. There is a naval ship that is sailing. And the captain of the ship detected something on the radar. And it looks like that something on the ocean is directly towards them. In short, they will on a course for collision. And so the captain of the ship, the naval ship, warned and said, change your course 20 degrees to the west. And they heard back the response from this something that they have detected on the sea. And the response was, sir, please change your course 20 degrees to the east. And so at that point, the captain of the ship reported to their highest officer inside that naval ship. It was the admiral of the Navy. And so the admiral of the Navy was so upset. He said, you warned them again. They have to change their course 20 degrees to the west. And so they made the announcement again. And so what happened is, they received a response. Please, sir, change your course 20 degrees to the east. At that point, the admiral of the Navy took the microphone, the radio, and he said, this is the admiral of the Navy. I am commanding you to change your course 20 degrees to the west. And the response was, sir, this is the officer from the lighthouse. Please change your course 20 degrees to the east. Ang nangyari po sa istorya na yan, makikita natin kung minsan gusto nating baguhin ang isang pangyayari o pagkakataon na kung tutuusin, hindi natin kayang baguhin. We cannot change. When we think of this, it's the lighthouse. The lighthouse cannot change. The lighthouse cannot adjust. It is the ship that has to adjust. So brothers and sisters, when we think of our current situation, yes, it is not easy. We are pushed to our limits. There are many things we wanted to do that we cannot do. However, let's think that in these difficult times, we are to adjust. We have to be flexible in these kinds of difficulties and situations. It is now the best time, brothers and sisters, to humble down, recognize who we are, pray to our Heavenly Parent, pray to our true parents, reflect and repent on our weaknesses, and at the same time, make new determination centering upon our true parents. I would like to continue, brothers and sisters. When you see this, what is ahead of us, titignan natin, lahat po tayo ay nababalisa, confused, perplexed, kung minsan di na natin alam ano ang mangyayari sa atin for the next days. This is a time of fear, time of challenges. But at the same time, brothers and sisters, when we look forward as blessed central families, as the people who followed and who love our heavenly parents and true parents, ito yung time, mga kapatid, na kung titignan natin ang buhay, marami pala tayong makikita na kagandahan sa buhay natin. Let us see the beauty and the hope behind all of these challenges. This is now the time to see the flowers amidst the thorns. Mga kapatid, hindi ba't napakaganda? Binigyan tayo ng pagkakataon na mag-slow down sa ating pang-araw-araw na buhay. We were too busy with many things. Going to work, doing many activities. But this time, we are forced to our homes, to go to our homes, and then wait. We are given time, brothers and sisters, to slow down and see and feel the beauty of life. This is now the time to feel the importance of being with our families. This is now the time to be at peace with our heavenly parent, with our true parents. I would like to share with you one movie. It became so popular in 1997. In fact, it won 3 Academy Awards at the time and 7 nominations. The title of this movie is Life is Beautiful. I don't know kung napanood ninyo ito, but it's such a beautiful story. It's a story of a Jew living in Italy. However, during the times when World War II started, and then the Nazis started to bring many Jews and incarcerate them and bring them to prison, to concentration camps. And this beautiful family, of the name of this guy, the person, is Guido. He has a son, a 5-year-old son. He was with them. They were brought to the concentration camp. Alam po natin, hindi ganon kadali ang buhay in those times, in the concentration camp. In fact, it was a death sentence for the Jews. Pero sa pagkakataon na yon, alam po ninyo kung anong ginawa ng tatay na to. Hindi po niya pinakita yung hindi mabuti na nangyayari. Pinakita niya sa kanyang anak ang kagandahan ng buhay. Sabi niya sa kanyang anak, "Anak, tayo ay nasa isang laro." Sinabi niya sa kanyang anak, "We are in a game. Dapat manalo tayo dito." And he told his son, ganito ang rules ng game. Itong mga nakikita mo ng mga sundalo, yan yung mga kalaban natin. But every time na may nagawa tayo na isang responsibility or mission, magkakaroon tayo ng mga puntos. Pero pag nahuli tayo ng mga sundalo na yan, mamamainusan yung ating points. So ang goal natin, we have to win this game. Kaya pag nakita mo yung mga sundalo, magtago ka doon sa taguan. At pag hindi ka nakita, maraming points ang makukuha natin. At ang pinakahuli, pag tayo ay nanalo, alam mo kung anong premyo sa atin? Makukuha mo yung tanke. You will win the prize of getting the tank. And so his son was so happy. Wow, let's play this game. So every day, that is how they survive. Sabi niya sa kanyang anak, pag ikaw ay umiyak, pag ikaw ay nag-complain dahil wala kang makain, dahil hindi ka makalabas, magkakaroon tayo ng demerit. Mamamainusan yung points natin. So sana wag kang iiyak, wag kang magko-complain kahit na nagugutom ka. So in many days, they could survive in that way. In short, ang nangyari, nung nahuli itong si Guido at siya ay papatayin na, ipinakita pa niya sa kanyang anak, tignan mo anak, nahuli ako, pero mananalo pa rin tayo. Huwag kang magpatalo. And so, nung nakita nung anak niya yung pangyayari, at nakita niya yung mga sundalo, naglalabasan dahil dumating na yung Allied Forces, ang ginawa nung anak na to, siya ay nagtago doon sa box. He stayed there. Hindi siya gumalaw, hindi siya umiyak, hindi siya nag-complain dahil nagugutom siya o walang makain. After few hours, narinig na niya yung mga tangke. And so this boy went out Nakita niya yung tangke. Sabi niya, wow, nanalo kami. Ito na yung prize namin. And so the American soldier on the tank saw this boy on the street shouting, we won, we won. Kinuha nung sundalo na Amerikano, yung bata, at isinakay doon sa tangke. At that point, the boy was so proud, he was waving his hands to some of the survivors, and he saw his mother that got separated with him. And he was shouting to his mother, 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 nanalo po tayo. We won the game. My father and I won the game. End of story. Brothers and sisters, in the midst of this darkness, we can say this pandemic has affected many of us. But let us look at the beauty of life. Life goes on. Sabi nga nila, lilipas din ito. Kung ano man ang pinagdadaanan natin, daanan nyo lang. Daanan lang po natin na puno ng pasasalamat at tingnan natin yung mga kagandahan na nakikita natin na nangyayari sa paligid natin. Let me continue. The journey in our life of faith should be joyful. Aju? Aju? Life of faith is beautiful. Ang paglalakbay sa ating buhay ng pananampalataya ay dapat maging masaya. Ang buhay ng pananampalataya ay kaibig-ibig. Tayo po ay nasanay na, mga brothers and sisters, blessed families, to sacrifice. I know that many of you have gone to a lot of sacrifices in your life of faith. You went doing mission beyond time, beyond any situation. You did a lot of conditions. And so, brothers and sisters, when we think of what is happening now, we have been trained. All blessed central families need to think, kayang-kaya natin to. Let me share with you a passage in the Bible, in the book of Philippians, the letter of Paul to the Philippians, chapter 4, verses 4 to 7. And I would like to read. Rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again. Rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God, and the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ. Basahin natin sa Tagalog. Mga galak kayong lagi sa Panginoon. Muli kong sasabihin, mga galak kayo. Makilala nawa ang inyong kahinhinan ng lahat ng mga tao. Ang Panginoon ay malapit na. Huwag kayong mga balisa sa anumang bagay, kundi sa lahat ng mga bagay sa pamamagitan ng panalangin at pagdaing na may pasasalamat ay ilahad ninyo ang inyong mga kahilingan sa Diyos. At ang kapayapaan ng Diyos na di masayod ng pag-iisip ay ingatan ang inyong mga puso at ng inyong mga pag-iisip kay Kristo. I would like to continue, brothers and sisters. Philippians chapter 4, verse 8 to 9. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. Whatever you have learned or received or heard from me or seen in me, put it into practice, and the God of peace will be with you. Sa huli, mga kapatid, anumang bagay na katotohanan, anumang bagay na kagalang-galang, anumang bagay na matuwid, anumang bagay na malinis, anumang bagay na kaibig-ibig, anumang bagay na mabuting ulat, kung may anumang kagalingan at kung may anumang kapurihan, ay isipin ninyo ang mga bagay na ito. ang mga bagay na inyong natutuhan at tinanggap at narinig at nakita sa akin, ang mga bagay na ito ang gawin ninyo. At ang Diyos ng kapayapaan ay mapapa sa inyo. Life is beautiful. Napakaganda ng ating buhay ng pananampalataya. Pero ang tanong, how do you make your life of faith beautiful? Based on this reading, brothers and sisters, iisa-isayin natin how our life of faith can be beautiful. Una, sa Philippians chapter 4 verse 4 to 5, rejoice in the Lord always. I will say it again, rejoice. Let your gentleness be evident to all. The Lord is near. So number one, how we can make our life of faith beautiful, rejoicing in God always. This is the secret. Palagi kang magkaroon ng kagalakan sa Diyos. Not only in times that you are comfortable, not only in times that it's easy, but in times of difficulties, in times of struggles. This is the best time that you can feel that closeness, the joy of being with our Heavenly Parent. Hindi po tayo pinababayaan ng Diyos. Aju? God is always with us. Siya ay nasa ating tabi palagi. Matuto tayo sa isang istorya. Ito ay istorya ni Apostle Paul. He is known as the 14th apostle. Nung nagkamali si Judas, pinalitan siya ni Matthias, the 13th apostle. And Paul came and was witness after the time of Jesus on the earth. The Saul of Tarsus. Yan po ang dating pangalan ni Paul. Dati siyang persecutor ng mga early followers of Christ, of Jesus. But on the way to Damascus, nagkaroon siya ng spiritual experience. And during that time, he started to understand who the Lord Jesus is. And he made a determination to preach the good news, to preach the gospel to all the world. However, it's not easy for Apostle Paul. Paul was brought to prison many times. He was in a life and death situation many times. He was ridiculed and pushed around and persecuted time and time again. But it doesn't stop Paul in doing his mission. Alam po ninyo, nung siya ay papunta sa Jerusalem, binalaan po siya ng kanyang mga kasama. Sabi niya, pag ikaw ay pupunta sa Jerusalem, naghihintay ang mga sundalo para ikaw ay dakpin at dalhin sa prisohan. But that didn't stop Paul from going to Jerusalem. He made a determination to go to Jerusalem and continue with his ministry. To make the long story short, Paul was arrested. In fact, before he was arrested, some of the Jews who saw him started to persecute him and even harm him. And so when the Roman soldiers saw him, he was taken into prison. And he stayed there for a long time. In fact, nung siya ay nasa prisuhan, ang kanyang puso ay punong-puno ng pasasalamat. Sabi pa nga niya, ito ay magandang pagkakataon na ibigay ko ang gospel and good news sa mga tao. Alam po ninyo kung ilan ang sinulat na letra, epistle, written by Paul in the prison during this time. He wrote 4 of the letters. Sa lahat po ng mga sinulat ni Paul, letters and epistles, 4 po yung naisulat niya habang siya ay nasa prisuhan. In fact, yung binasa po natin kanina na Philippians, isa po yan sa kanyang mga sinulat when he was inside the prison. So we can learn from Paul. Even though in the midst of that time when he was locked inside the prison, it didn't stop him to see the beauty of life, to see hope in life, to see hope in His mission, and to see hope in the providence. Let us look back our beloved true Father when He was incarcerated and brought into prison in Hungnam, a concentration camp in now part of North Korea. And during that time, it was living hell in hell. True Father could survive there for 2 years and 7 months. Can you imagine? It was so difficult. Alam ninyo kung ano yung storya na pinagdaanan ng buhay ng ating beloved true Father. But when He was in prison, what made Him different from the other prisoners? Because in spite of that difficult situation, in spite of those hardships that they are facing, in spite of that death, the life and death situation that they are in, Father's belief and faith on our Heavenly Parent never decline and never diminish. Sabi pa nga ni True Father, when he was in the prison, I felt how desperately important it was to control my own mind. I considered that half of my regular meal was enough and the other half was extra given by God. Ibig pong sabihin nito, mga kapatid, brothers and sisters, it's a matter of mindset, the perspective of our true Father. Sabi natin, walang makain, kulang. Paano na ito? How can we survive with this kind of situation? But Father, in that dire situation, even though they are given only one meal a day, and a very, very simple meal, puno siya ng pasasalamat, at sabi pa nga niya, kalahati lang, okay na sa akin. At yung kalahati, given ito ng Panginoon, this is given by God as extra. Ganyan po ang mindset. How powerful the mindset of true Father was in those difficult situations. Let me read, brothers and sisters, the words from true Father. Show gratitude to God even in difficult situations. What is the essence of life of faith? It is the heart of gratitude to God. Should we thank God only when we are prospering? No. Did God care for us only when things were going well for Him? No. The more difficult the situation, the more firm was God's determination, regardless of the suffering, to labor and struggle on our behalf. So anuman ang mga kahirapan na ating dinaranas ngayon, dapat nating pasalamatan ng Diyos. Sabi nga dito, do you thank God only when you are prospering? Kung minsan, ganun tayo. Kung lahat ay okay, when everything is okay, then we give thanks to God. Thank you. But when things are not doing well, we complain to God. When things are not going the way we wanted it, then we start doubting. Then we start even asking God, why? So sabi ni True Father sa atin, kung mas mahirap ang sitwasyon, mas matatag ang determinasyon ng ating Panginoong Diyos. So anuman ang ating pandurusa, dapat tignan natin palagi na ito ay pagkakataon na ang Panginoong Diyos ay bigyan tayo ng panahon, bigyan tayo ng suporta. So our outward circumstances, brothers and sisters, do not have to control our inner joy. Ulitin ko, our outward circumstances do not have to control our inner joy. Aju, ang ating panlabas na mga kalagayan ay hindi kailangang kontrolin ang ating panloob na kagalakan. Sabi nga ni Stephen Covey, isa sa mga 7 habits of successful people. Sabi doon, I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. So nasa atin po ang desisyon. How do we face these situations? Do we become negative? Do we become pessimistic? It's up to us. Do we complain? Or are we the ones who will see the beauty of life in the midst of these difficulties? Ako ay resulta ng aking mga desisyon. It's up to us, brothers and sisters. Pangalawa, life of faith is beautiful when we can, basahin natin in Philippians, do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your request to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ. Number 2, in order for our life of faith to be beautiful, we have to control our anxieties. Let not our anxieties control us. Kontrolin ang iyong mga pagkabalisa, ang iyong mga agam-agam. Dahil alam po ninyo, may mga pangyayari na wala sa ating mga kamay. No? Many things that happen in our environment are beyond our control. Di po ba? Yes or no? Hindi natin nakokontrol kung minsan yung mga bagay-bagay na nangyayari sa ating paligid, kagaya ng sitwasyon natin ngayon. In fact, nobody, we can say no one, no government is ready to face this global pandemic. Many thought, hindi tayo maapektuhan yan. Many were thinking, sila lang yan. But look at what is happening now. Almost 180 nations around the world are affected. Governments are in the state of, shock. They're not prepared. Everyone is adjusting. Lahat po tayo ay may agam-agam. Yes, there are many things that we can be anxious about, brothers and sisters. However, we have to control our anxieties. Sabi nga nila, and this is very interesting, worrying is like a rocking chair. Tumba-tumba. It gives you something to do, but it gets you nowhere. Parang may ginagawa ka, pero wala kang patutunguhan. Hindi ka makakaalis. Ganyan po ang when we worry, pag tayo ay balisa, we cannot solve the problem. So we have to adjust to the situation. That is why, how do we overcome our anxiousness? How do we overcome? Paano natin masolusyonan itong mga agam-agam sa buhay? Let me share with you. In the book of Matthew, chapter 6, verse 33 to 34, ang sabi doon, but seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. So do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will care for itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. Napakaganda, mga kapatid. Brothers and sisters, seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be added to you. Kung ano man ang kakulangan, ay ibibigay sa iyo. Sa Mateo, Kabanata 6, talata 33 hanggang 34. Ngunit hahanapin muna ang kanyang kaharian at ang kanyang kalooban, at ang lahat ng mga bagay na ito ay idaragdag sa iyo. Kaya huwag mag-alala tungkol sa bukas. Bahala ang bukas na alalahanin ang sarili. Ang bawat araw ay may sapat ng problema sa sarili nito. Aju? And let me add also, what true father is talking about our life of faith? Father said, our life of faith should be such that no matter evil the world may be, we can look at heaven and earth and say, I am grateful, I am happy. If we cannot feel this way, then in this sad circumstance, we must determine ourselves anew and pray, I am a sinner. Please, grant me the courage I lack. Ang ating buhay ng pananampalataya ay dapat ganito, no? Gaano man kalala ang kalagayan ng mundo, maari nating tignan ang langit at lupa at sabihin, nagpapasalamat ako ay nagagalak. Aju? No? Kahit na gaano kalala ang kalagayan, brothers and sisters, alam po ninyo, sa mga darating na araw, mas lalong lalala ang ating sitwasyon. But mind you, when we think of what is happening in a very external point of view, tayo ay mapupuno ng agam-agam, tayo ay mababalisa. But when we look at this in a providential viewpoint, then we can see hope. That after all of these challenges, when we overcome these challenges, then we can see how much the providence can move forward, centering upon our true parents. Aju? So what is the key to control and overcome all anxieties? Ano ba ang susi upang makontrol at makayanan ang lahat ng agam-agam? Madali lang po, brothers and sisters. Focus on God's kingdom and righteousness. Yun po ang sinabi doon sa Mateo, yung binasa natin kanina. Focus on God's kingdom and righteousness. In these times of difficulties, let us focus on God's will. For me, for my family, for my nation, what is God's will for humanity? Tingnan natin muli, ano ba ang kalooban ng Diyos? The key to dispelling anxiety is to focus on God, who is our heavenly parent. He is our parent, brothers and sisters. So, when you are carrying out God's will, pag ang kalooban ng ating Panginoong Diyos ay nasa puso natin, He will always be there for you even in the most difficult times. Aju? Makikita natin palagi in God's viewpoint, bakit nangyayari ito? Bakit may ganito? Bakit may kahirapan na ganito? Bakit maraming namamatay? Then we can still see hope because we know that God is in control. Aju? Nothing is too big or too small for our heavenly parent. Pangatlo, life of faith is beautiful. Let us read again. Philippians chapter 4, verse 8. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things. How powerful is our mind? So let's focus on the beautiful things in life. Actually, siguro mahilig kayo sa Facebook kasi walang magawa. Tingin ng tingin, ano bang updates. Pero natutuwa ako kung minsan dahil totoo nga naman. Kanina, umaga, I woke up and I saw the sunrise. Sabi ko, wow, very beautiful morning. Kasi, I live in the 20th floor, kaya kitang-kita yung paligid, yung mga, and then sabi ko, wow, yung mga building sa Ortigas, sa Makati, kitang-kita ko, ang linaw, na wala yung pollution sa Metro Manila. In just a span of few days, nalinis. We can see clearly the sun, we can see clearly. So these are some of the things that sometimes we neglect, the beautiful things that are happening now. Sometimes palagi nating sinasabi, wala akong panahon sa aking family. Marami akong gustong gawin sa bahay. Marami akong gustong gawin sa pamilya. Marami akong gustong sabihin sa aking anak, sa aking asawa, pero walang panahon. We are given the gift of time. Lahat ngayon may panahon. Sobra-sobra pa nga. No? Kung minsan, mauubusan ka na ng gagawin. So this is reality, brothers and sisters. Let us focus on the beautiful things in life. Tumutok tayo sa mga gandang bagay sa buhay. This is a nice list of items to dwell on. Whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable. Faith is centered on human thought process, in its values and the view of life. So what do you think we should dwell on? We have to dwell on the positives. Tignan natin yung mga positive na nangyayari. Ngayon, maraming nagtutulungan, maraming nagsasakripisyo. Many are going out of their comfort zone just to help other people. Napakaganda. Makikita natin yung bayanihan spirit ng mga Pilipino. So beautiful. So instead of thinking of the worst things in life, isn't it, this is the best time to think and focus on the beautiful things in life. Dahil pag basura ang inisip natin, basura din ang lalabas. This is the principle of what? Garbage in, garbage out. What you dwell on affects your actions. This is what we call the garbage in, garbage out principle. Ang mga kagandahan na naidulot ng ating mahirap na sitwasyon, less pollution, less crimes. Kahapon din narinig ko, NCRPO nag-report, less crimes in Metro Manila. It's down to even 30, 50%, 70% crimes. More time for the families. More opportunity to help each other. So let us focus on this. Sabi nga nila, life is like a camera. Just focus on what is important. Capture the good times. Develop from negatives. And if things don't turn out, just take another shot. Aju? Our true fathers. Saan ba nagsimula ang ating movement, brothers and sisters? Isn't it? The true fathers started this ministry. In fact, after the liberation of true father from Hungnam, he went through the course of going to the south in Korea. And he settled down in this very humble place, Bomnetgol, in Busan, in a hill in Busan. Anong matututunan natin dito, brothers and sisters? It was not easy. No food to eat. It was uncertain whether they can survive or not. But Father went up to the hill in prayers and repentance. And in that sad situation, Father started to build this small house or hut made of muds, rocks, and carton boxes. And you know what, brothers and sisters? In spite of how humble and how poor the situation of Father at that time, he was full of hope. This is the place where he started to write the divine principle, isn't it? This is the time that he started to frame in his mind the vision of God's kingdom of heaven on the earth. Amazing. Do you know the song number 2? Grace filling me with golden light, measureless blessing divine. Father wrote the lyrics of this song while he is in Bomnetgol. Amazing power, mindset of our true Father. So let us inherit that, brothers and sisters. The beauty of life is all a matter of perspective. Yes, we cannot change our environment. We cannot change our situation. We cannot control the situation. But what we can control and what we can change is our mindset and our perspective. Ang kagandahan ng buhay ay lahat nababatay sa ating pananaw. Aju, sa ating pananaw. I would like to share once again the Bible in Romans chapter 8, verse 28. And we know that all things work together for the good to them that love God, to them who are called according to His purpose. At alam natin na ang lahat ng mga bagay ay gumagana para sa ikabubuti ng mga umiibig sa Diyos, sa kanila na tinawag alinsunod sa Kanyang layunin. Aju, everything will be fine. Everything will be well. Let's go to number 4. The last verse, Philippians chapter 4, verse 9. Whatever you have learned or received or heard from me or seen in me, put it into practice, and the God of peace will be with you. In short, pass it on. Ano man yung natutunan natin, this is the best time to practice it, brothers and sisters. Ipasa mo. Sabi nga nila, in order to keep your blessing, you should not keep that blessing. You need to pass it on. Alam natin na itong coronavirus, COVID-19, is very infectious. Very infectious. However, there are many things that are more infectious than this virus. Your smile. Infectious po yan. When you smile, automatic, people will smile. And so is true love. Very infectious. How many times how has your day been changed by a smile? Ikaw ay nababalisa, babagabag. Then when you see your child, you see your son, your daughter smiling at you, you see your spouse smiling at you, and then looks like nawala na yung mga problema. I believe joy and true love are more infectious than the virus that we are facing now. Aju, when you start to see the beauty in life, you will want to share the beauty with other people. So blessings and happiness should be shared to others. Mababasa natin yan. No? When True Father was talking about happiness, he reminded us to think of happiness in this way. I would like to read. Happiness is public and belongs to all humankind. Hence, God does not want to see happiness restricted to the individual level. The more happiness comes to us, the more we should try to share it with others. Aju, hindi dapat pang sarili lamang ang ating kaligayahan. Ang nais ng Diyos ay makita ang kaligayahan ng buong mundo, ang kaligayahan ng kanyang mga anak. So dapat ang kaligayahan natin ay hindi limitado para lang sa atin. Ang higit na kaligayahan ay darating sa amin. Mas dapat nating subukang ibahagi ito sa iba, ipasa mo ito sa iba. Happiness becomes more meaningful when we share it to others. Brothers and sisters, let us summarize how we can live a life of faith beautifully in these times of difficulties. Number 1, rejoice in God always. Secondly, control our anxieties. Hindi po natin makontrol ang ating sitwasyon. We cannot control all what is happening now around us, but we can control how we face this kind of situations. Control our anxieties. Thirdly, focus on the beautiful things in life. This is now the best time to think of this great blessing opportunity given to us while we are together with our families, while we are together with our Heavenly Parent. That quiet time na hinahanap natin, ito na yung pagkakataon, brothers and sisters, to find that quiet time with you and God alone. Focus on the beautiful things in life. And lastly, number 4, don't just keep it to yourself. You have to pass it on. The beauty of your life of faith should radiate to other people. So lahat po ng Blessed Central families natin, lahat po ng ating mga members around the world, when we see despair, hopelessness, complaints around us in our environment, dapat hindi po tayo yung sasama sa agos. Let us become the channel of giving hope to other people. Let us become the channel of giving that kind of vision to other people that we are growing because of these difficulties, because of these challenges that we are facing. Before I end, I would like to share another story. Siguro, yung mga iba sa inyo, alam nyo na itong story na to. Pero gusto kong ikwento sa inyo ulit. Ito ay kwento ng isang donkey. Alam niyo yung donkey? Itong donkey na to, ito ay matanda na. Malapit nang mamatay actually. Pagmamayari ng isang lolo. Isang araw, this donkey fell on an old well. Nahulog siya sa isang lumang balon. Itong balon na to, wala na ring silbi. Wala na ring tubig. So nahulog siya ang lalim. So narinig nung lolo, nung may-ari, nung donkey, narinig niya yung sigaw nung kanyang alaga. At nakita niya sa ilalim. Naku, yung matandang inaalagaan ko na donkey, nahulog doon sa balon. At naisip niya, ang hirap siguro na ito ay aking iangat. It's not easy for me to bring out this donkey. So let it be. Sabi niya, nag-decide yung lolo, yung matanda. So the old man decided, anyway, matanda naman na yung donkey na yan, at wala naman ng silbi yung balon na yan. So, siguro, ibaon ko na lang siya dyan para mawala na yung kanyang paghihirap. So this is the decision of the old man. And he asked the help of some of his neighbors. And so, some of his neighbors came and helped. They started to now throw and bring in, shovel in soil in order to cover the well. So nung naramdaman nung donkey at nalaman niya na siya ay ibabaon na doon sa balon, alam niyo kung ano ang reaction niya nung una? Tuwing tatamaan siya ng mga dirt, ng mga soil, ng mga lupa, tumatama sa kanya, umiiyak siya. Sabi niya, ano ito? Pinahihirapan ako lalo. Hindi ako inililigtas. But at that point, every time na may dumapo sa kanya na lupa, ang ginagawa ng donkey, he would just shake. Shake and then step up. So every time na tinatabunan siya, he would just shake and then step up. Every blow, after blow, yung mga lupa na dumarating, ang ginawa ng donkey, naka-adjust sa sitwasyon. Every time na may darating na lupa, he would just shake and then he would step up. Shake and step up. Until tumaas ng tumaas yung lupa at nakayanan na nung donkey na siya ay umahon doon sa balon. Brothers and sisters, what we can learn. When difficulties comes in this kind of situation that we have now, what do? We have to shake it up and step up. How to get off of these difficult circumstances? Let's learn from the donkey, brothers and sisters. We have to shake it off and step up. That is our life now. If we face our problems, never we have experienced this kind of problem, we have to respond in a positive way. We have to refuse to panic. Alam niyo yung donkey nung una nagpanic din siya. Akala niya katapusan ko na to. Akala niya ito na yun, no? They are not helping me. But in fact, because of those soil na ibinabaon at itinatapon sa kanya, yun ang tumulong sa kanya na makaalis sa balon. So that is why, brothers and sisters, in spite of this bitterness, in spite of this difficult situation, let's look at this in a bright way. Yes, we have worries. Yes, there are uncertainties. Alam ko yan. Yes, there is sadness. Yes, there is fear. Lalong-lalo na pag palagi kang nag-check sa update sa Facebook, maraming fake news. So there is fear. But we have hope, brothers and sisters. that all these things will pass. So brothers and sisters, in this time that our government is emphasizing social distancing, this is now also the time that we have to become closer in our hearts, in our relationship with God. In these times of social distancing, our hearts are becoming closer. Humanity is becoming one. So please stay in your homes. Kung sabi nila, mabuhay ang Pilipino, sabi ko naman, mabahay ang Pilipino. Thank you so much. Kamsahamnida.